right, so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do the Z interval, which was 7.1, and I know that was a little bit difficult to do. I'm going to show you how you can use SALT to do it, and remember, I'm going to leave, I think, quiz 6 or quiz 7 open during the final exam period, so you can go in and use the SALT feature. So let's go ahead and let me show you how to do that. So a simple random sample of 12 e-readers of a certain type have the following minutes of battery life, and it gives you the battery life in minutes. Assume that it is reasonable to believe that the population is approximately normal and the population standard deviation is 65. What is the upper bound of the 95% confidence interval for the battery life of all the e-readers? Okay, so what's really important in this sentence is here, approximately normal and the population standard deviation is 65. All right, so the first thing I need to do is I need to get the sample mean, okay? And how I do that is I made a spreadsheet with the numbers, and watch what I did from top to bottom. And if you highlight over it, just like that, oops, let me do that. Move. Okay, it's being difficult today, sorry, it's just making me mad. Okay, so if you highlight over all these, don't include the title, you can see down here the average is 308. So, which is 308. Okay, and you can use SALT to do it too. Another way to do this is if I do this, I save it, and then I go to SALT. Let's do this. Let's go here. And then I go to data set, and I'm going to do upload data set. I'm going to find it, and I put like this when I put on my desktop, because I put all my stuff when I'm using it on my desktop, and then I just move it. Do that. And I'm going to select that because that's my column. And then I put it in there. Okay, so there's my data. And then if I do descriptive statistics, it gives me the mean of 308. But as you saw with Excel, if I went to the bottom, it was easier and it gave it to me right there. Okay, so my mean is 308. All right, and what I need to do next is I need to get the E, which is that margin of error. And I've got the formulas here. So let's go ahead and try to solve it. E equals, okay, the ZC, which is the critical value. I put the table here just so you have it. Because it's 95%, I'm going to use 1.96. So it's going to be 1.96 times, okay, and I'm going to insert an equation to make my life easier. Okay. Okay, so then it's going to be the standard deviation, which is 65, population standard deviation, over the square root, which is, my sample size was 12, okay? All right, so I'm going to solve for that. I'm going to, let me bring up my calculator so I can show you how I'm putting it in. Oops, sorry, I have a lot of windows open, but I wanted to make sure I had everybody for it. Okay, so I'm going to go here, get my calculator. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to do 0.96 times parentheses 65 divided by, and I do the parentheses just because of the square root of 12. Okay, and do another one, hit enter. So I get 36.77. So I'm going to do 36.78. Okay. All right. So now to get let's do the lower bound because you may have lower and upper bounds on the final. So the lower bound is 308 minus 36.78 gives me, let's see what it gives me, plus 308 gives me 344.78. Okay, and do the upper bounds. Oops. Equals 308 plus 36.78. Okay, and if I add that together, 308 plus 36.78. Oops, I did that one wrong. Okay. I accidentally did that one for that one. Sorry. And if you caught it, you're probably like, why did you do that? Let me fix this other one. So it's 308 minus 36.78. So you get 271.22. Okay. So again, it's looking for my upper bound right here. This is my upper bound. So that's my answer. And let me go ahead and check it with the actual answer. Yep. And they wanted it to 1 decimal place. So I'm going to put it to 1 decimal place. Okay. That's how you do that. Okay. So that's how you do the Z interval, which was 7.1. You find the sample mean, you find the error bound margin, and then if it's the lower bound, you subtract the error bound margin from the mean. For the upper one, you add it. So that's how you do that. And here is the critical value tables that if you need that, I put them right there.